Microsoft Sam plays F1 25. What's up my scrubby scrubs? This is the goddamn Microsoft Sam back again for another episode of Microsoft Sam plays F1 25. In the last episode, ROFL World Racing had its retribution moment for what happened at Imola with Aiden winning the race in Monaco. However, Sonny still struggled and finished only in 9th. Today, we are gonna be heading to the next race in Spain. Hopefully it's not gonna be Spain without PS. So without further ado, let's go. And this episode's gonna be featured in Sonny.
Fuck me, those last 2 weekends have been nothing but hell for me.
I know, Sonny. It feels like ever since what Max and Lando did to you at Imola. The team has been going on a bit of a downward slope, but we haven't even reached the halfway point of the season, so we shouldn't throw in the towel just yet.
That type of determination is why me and Aiden are so honored to drive for you, Sam.
Hello and welcome to the Circuit de Catalunya here in Barcelona. It's a circuit very well known to the teams and drivers, but still remains a very important practice session on the way next.
Okay, give me a quick radio check, please. Radio check.
Spain, home of bullfighting and funny laughing comedians. Anyway, let's get started with the first practice program of the race weekend.
Okay, we are doing the qualifying pace program. Try to give me a fast lap.
Copy that, Sam.
Alright, that's the program complete. There's some decent data, although far from optimal, and it could still be worth running it again.
Damn, that wasn't what I was gonna go for, Mark. I'm gonna teleport back to the garage to try out another setup. Hopefully, that can improve the lap time. Let's hope this works out.
Okay, that's the test over, but I'm afraid we didn't get what we needed. We're going to have to run it again.
Fun. That was even worse than the last lap. I'm not gonna run another lap on this program. I'm just gonna teleport back to the garage, switch back to the setup I used on the first run and just continue on with the next program.
Nice one. Okay, reminder, a neat way to recharge the batteries by lifting at certain points when you feel you can and by gentle braking. Try those this lap and see how you get on.
Alright, we are doing the ERS management program. You know what to do, and try and take Mark's advice,
On
okay?
this test, I want you
Roger
to
that.
focus on managing your ERS. It's really important for our overall race pace, and so a reminder that you've got modes to play with in your MFD. See how they feel for you and see how different modes drain the battery.
Copy that, Mark. What the fuck is going on? I'm gonna try another lap with some bursts of ERS to try and make up lap time. That was still too fucking slow.
We didn't really get the data we needed on that run. You might want to give it another go.
And that was so fucking close. I'm not doing this one again. Let's just move on to the final practice program.
Alright Sonny, I am aware that the last two practice programs have been a complete disaster for us. We'll look into it, but for now, this is the race strategy program. This one can't possibly fail.
I know that it can't. It hasn't failed us before. First lap down. Second lap is history. And that's the third and final lap. Time to teleport back to the garage and go to qualifying.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action. It's a Catalonian qualifying for you today. Welcome along to Spain, to Barcelona, and wherever you are in the world, do you feel the need? The need for speed?
The car is ready. You're good to go.
Let's fucking do this.
P2, Sunny. Verstappen is on pole.
He better not trying anything funny during the race just like Imola.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Well, time for the race.
Welcome along, everyone, to sunny Spain, specifically to the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya. So many great moments in Formula One history have been written at this very track over the years, including Michael Schumacher's first win for Ferrari back in '96. That win was in the rain. We might have better weather here today, but we're just as overjoyed to be at the Spanish Grand Prix. It's an updated track at Catalunya, and the popular opinion in the paddock is that we never wanted the chicane in the first place. That's now been gone, the final corner is much faster, and at 2.9 miles and 14 turns, we await the Spanish Grand Prix. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Sonny Hayes lines up on pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Piastri, George Russell, and Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Jackson, and Max Verstappen, Hülkenberg, Gasly, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Bortoletto, Behrman, Hadjar, Esteban Ocon, and Lance Stroll, Lawson, Sainz, Albon, and Jack Doohan rounds off the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Alongside me here in the commentary box today, former racing driver extraordinaire Naomi Schiff. Now, Ant, you always tell me you know Barcelona almost as well as you know the back of your hand. Given the amount of testing that goes on here and the amount of laps that you and all the other drivers have done, what are the challenges that are left when it comes to the race?
Well, this certainly is a favorite track when it comes to testing. And I'll tell you why that is. It's because it offers up so much variation. You've got corners that are fast, that are slow, that are long, that are short. So there's a lot to think about and a lot to work with. But T9 is one of my personal favorites because it is so challenging. Every time you get there, you think, should I lift or should I stay flat? Well, I tell you, stay flat. Commit.
Radio check, radio check. Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Verstappen got a penalty and I'm promoted to P1 on the grid. Fuck yes. And don't worry about me, Mark. With Max demoted several places, there really shouldn't be any problems.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Understood.
Okay, Leclerc's just set the fastest lap of the race so far.
Good for him.
Hello there, Sonny. I see that you are trying to make sure you get your retribution for what happened at both Imola and Monaco.
That's right, Charles. After what those bastards Max and Lando did, I vowed to get my retribution. And Monaco was just a shit show for me in general.
I can understand how that feels. And even though we are in a race, we should both be glad that neither Red Bull or McLaren are gonna be on the top step of the podium in this race.
And that is something to celebrate for. Take the victory, Charles.
Wait, you are just gonna give me the why?
Because even though ROFL World Racing is currently leading in both championships, it wouldn't be fair for you to not have at least one victory in this championship. Besides, we haven't reached the halfway point of the season, so there's that.
Wow, that is very kind of you, Sonny. It's no wonder why Sam chose you and Aiden to race for ROFL World Racing, since you both have proven yourselves to be true Ferrari brethren to us.
You can thank me later. Right now, let's just focus on the race.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
Final lap of the race.
Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward.
It is, Mark. But me and Charles won this race together.
And Leclerc to the line, to the checkered flag. It's King Charles today. He wins.
And let's not underestimate how hard it is for these drivers to know exactly what's happening with the conditions. When you're in the car, you have drops falling onto your visor. It's hard to know whether those drops are actually sticking to the track, if water's building up, or if it's still dry. So it's a tough call to make, and it is really a question of risk versus reward. So great decisions made by this driver today.
It's what they've all been racing towards, waiting for them. High above the pit lane is our podium. And for the lucky three, it's time to stand on it. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc. Charles Leclerc on top. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Talks with Sonny have been progressing. Before I go to the meeting with him, I better do some other things around HQ. Guiadang Pro T-Con, I'm gonna spend some cash for some upgrades to the R&D department. Think you can both do that?
We sure can, STZS Sam.
We will have this department getting better in no time.
I'm also gonna be spending research points to research new parts. Could you let Mathis and the others know?
Sure thing.
Alright, time to go to the meeting with Sonny.
Since the team has been doing quite well recently, I'm gonna reduce my expectations in order for you guys to do if I want to stay at ROFL World Racing.
Getting close to an alignment with their side now. There's still a long way to go, and obviously before we sign anything we need to iron out the details. We still haven't begun formal contract talks. Still just preliminary discussion. I don't want to jinx it, so I'll let you know what happens.
Don't worry about that one, Andrew. I'm positive that both Sonny and Aiden will want to stay at the team. Anyway, let's advance the calendar forward.
A sponsor sees potential in us and wants to explore a partnership.
A new sponsor wants to join us, Anissa. Nice one. I think I should add that sponsor's decals to the car. Alright, that should be good enough.
Great news. The development of a part is complete, and it's now ready for fitting. Be sure to visit the Assign Upgrades screen when you have a moment.
That's good to hear, Mathis. I better get those upgrades fitted to the cars pronto. Damn, a few parts failed development. Clea, could you tell Mathis that the parts need redeveloping?
I will let Mathis know.
I'm gonna assign each upgrade to both Sonny and Aiden, since both cars need a boost in durability. A new training point? Nice one. Might as well build up faster loyalty with the team's title sponsor. Rainbow Dash would sure like that. Her loyalty to Cloudsdale couldn't be matched. Okay, so it looks like that the next race is gonna take place in Canada. But anyways, I'm gonna end this episode off right here. Stay tuned to Swagmaster the Zed Slayer Productions and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. This is Microsoft Sam, signing off. Peace out.